Hi, my name is Neil Welch, and today we're going to work on foundational overtones for saxophone. I'm going to start by just playing a short improvisation that actually uses some overtones so you can get a sense of their character. So you could probably hear that those overtones were creating a lot of different sound colors. When you're playing overtones, they are actually manipulations that you're doing with your airflow, with your embouchure, your oral cavity, to produce shifts in pitches. Now, overtones are resonances that occur above a fundamental. So today we're going to be talking about creating overtones from a low C. Now, for those of you who may have studied overtones before or talked about overtones, you can play overtones from any note on the horn actually, but we traditionally will study them from root fingerings from low B flat, low B, C, C sharp, and maybe even a D or E flat. Overtones have the same order of pitches. So if I'm starting from my low C, my first overtone is an octave above, then the fifth, the second octave, and then the third above that. For today's tutorial, to be really successful with this work, you're going to need your horn, and then you're going to need the PDF that's at the bottom of this page. If you're playing alto or bari, you're in a different key than me, but your part is still in C. So you will be playing a different spoken pitch from your instrument, but all the principles we're talking about here will be able to translate over. So at the top of your page in your PDF, I'm going to play the first 4 overtones. I've got some nomenclature here. If you look at the C, there's a line that's going across. That's a shorthand way that you'll often see with overtones to simply say, continue fingering that note. So I'm going to finger my low C, and then I'm going to move into the overtone series. OT1 means overtone 1, OT2, overtone 2, etc. So here are the first 4 overtones from a C fundamental. Again, all of those pitches that I just played were only fingering the low C. So we're going to start talking about how did I do that? First, I just want to talk about that I have found that overtones are one of the best ways to develop a beautiful sound. Overtones help give me flexibility. They can help me manipulate my tone color. They can help me center in my intonation, work on my airflow. And they're also critical for working into the altissimo range of the instrument. So if you've ever been curious about getting up above your high F, or if you've got a high F sharp key, getting above that, overtones are the gateway. And as you continue to develop that register, overtones will be critical towards really being able to get those pitches to come out. As a saxophonist, I've practiced overtones since, say, I was in middle school or high school, something like that. And I've practiced them every day of my life since. Looking at our PDF, let's start here at letter A. So while playing this exercise, you're going to play the fundamental, the C, the beginning here, slur up to middle C, doing that twice. Then we're going to sing after we play that fundamental. And when we sing, I want you to try singing with the sound C. Not as in the letter C, but C, like we see something. And the reason why I'm going to have you do that is because when creating overtone shapes, I find that an anterior vowel sound, that E is a good example of that, is a very good sound shaping model for our tongue. When you say C, the tongue is going to raise up a little bit and arch. When I play these overtones, I want you to arch your tongue a little bit, keep the front part of your tongue, the tip of your tongue, just below the reed. Don't pull it down. Just let it rest there naturally. Make sure you don't go like this and bring it up either. Okay, I'm going to start by just playing right from letter A, and I'll play this exercise, then we'll talk about it. If you want to just give it a shot and play along with me, please, I welcome that. Here we go at letter A. Let's keep it slow. 1, 2, 3. Now when I sing C, you might notice that your tongue comes awful close or even touching your upper molars. C. Now when you're playing, I find that I don't want my tongue to touch my molars. It's going to interrupt my tone color, and it's certainly going to interrupt my air. So when you're arching your tongue, saying that C while playing, try and keep that arch below that. Now every player is going to have to explore this for themselves. As you're working on this independently or with your teacher, I really urge you to try different techniques here. You might try taking in a little bit more mouthpiece. Taking a little bit more mouthpiece is going to broaden the cavity. That can really help with a couple of these overtones, especially the first and second. Every player is going to have to approach the different overtones in different ways as well. There's no one way to do it. I'm just going to show you some of the norms here. Let's move on to B. So at B, we're exploring our second overtone from the C, slurring up to the G. Then I'm going to sing at G. Now I've got that singing written in 2 octaves there. If you can't sing that upper register one, that's fine. Sing the low register one. We all have different limitations in our voice. Sing where it's comfortable. And then we're going to try playing that second overtone. For this second one, I really find that C shape of the tongue really helps. Also pushing in the muscles towards the outer edges of your lips, not the bucks in your ear so much, but the outer edges of the muscle pushing inward just a little bit. Even looking at the video, you might not even be able to see that anything is changing in my embouchure. It's that slight. Remember to keep a steady airflow, steady airstream. That's going to be critical here. Starting at letter B. If you are looking at our PDF here, moving past these 2 exercises into letter C and beyond, we're going to continue expanding our range until we get to a point on the second page where I've actually got the overtones in a series one after the other, slurring from one register to the next. Now it's absolutely possible to slur too. If I go from low C to middle C, I can do a very strong forte like that. Or more gentle as well. It's absolutely possible to slur between the registers. Please use this PDF as a guide to explore further. Today we just entered into the first two overtones series in our work together on A and B, but I really encourage you to continue this work. Many students find overtones to be really challenging at the beginning, but as you get more confidence with it, I know you can do it, and it will add a lot to your applying towards those goals of developing that beautiful sound and really enriching your ability to play this instrument as strong as you can. Thank you for joining me on this tutorial today, and I hope these foundational studies in overtones for the saxophone really give a lot of life to your playing. Thank you.